Good morning, guys. Excuse me. This is Dr. F. Ghetto here. Welcome to my Dr. F. Ghetto 2 channel. As you've realized, my last video, of course, I mentioned something regarding about whatever the case may be of rants of the elections of. Sorry about that. Of the elections of 2016. A little bit of that, and as well as with the gangsters and police officers, such and such, right? Now on to this matter here with Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton, President Obama, supposed President Obama, as I said 5.5 years ago. So maybe it should still be valid to this day, right? Because how is it that this president didn't really? I don't know. It's kind of weird. Either he's very legit, which is legitimate. That's very weird, right? And has a clean record of everything. No weed, no drink, rarely drink, or if not drink at all. No crime, no nothing like that. Or he has so many people that covering his ass. It's up beyond the yin yang. And once until he leaves the elections, but they leave at the presidency, which I doubt that most likely. That's what people are saying, let alone a pastor saying that. You know who he is. Let alone these people saying that. I don't know President Obama. I mean, you really want to? Better just coming clean about this matter at hand. But who is? I mean, if it's true, which it should be true, right? He would have already resigned. I mean, when you resign, you basically everybody's canceled out. Well, not really canceled out completely, but just keep in mind that when you resign, as soon as possible before you finish your presidency, way before actually you finish your presidency, hopefully within the next a month from this recording, maybe you'll just give up whatever, right? Give up this presidency, give up your supposed high powers that be of yourself. Which doesn't make any sense at all, because people have that much faith in you still. Faith equals power, right? So that money equals power. Money does equal power, yes. The more money you have, the more people will look at you in a certain way. But excuse me, my neck has hurt me from working out earlier last night. So I don't know. To Donald Trump though, I hope you'll be the next president. That'll be great, right? But of course you have your faults. You're part of the dumb, but you're not really like that. Want to screw people over 100% all the way. Obviously, you're not the ones that try to destroy the economy completely to a point that you want to take everything from anyone and everyone. That's kind of crazy right there. That's drunken power right there. I believe that Mr. Trump, if you're watching this or you have your staff among your campaign or your company watching this, you can tell us Mr. Trump himself showing us this particular video that he should, or if you're watching Mr. Trump, you should try to do something different from what you have been doing via the campaign of telling the truth, of course, as well as doing the truth. Meaning that if we really want to improve us as a nation like we did back 30 plus years ago, perhaps even 40 plus years ago, way before this was a utopian welfare state that Lyndon Johnson created, President Lyndon Johnson in the 1960s created, this war on poverty bullshit, which he started himself, we would have already, it would still be the same since the 1960s. I'm not talking about the segregation part will still stay the same most likely, but it'll be keep growing and growing. Not in the exponential concept of the debt that's in our economy, the fractional reserve system that we have with the Federal Reserve Bank and the IMF and the World Bank. No, like that of the United States of Abraham Lincoln's greenbacks, let alone the United States real U.S. dollar, not that Federal Reserve notes that you see as you can see here, I still got $2 next to my aunt, giving it to me for my medication. Stupid me to spend all my money on equipment rather than medication, right? But here in this Federal Reserve note, at the bottom, or I should say at the top, it will say Federal Reserve note. Now, with that being said, this dollar is pretty much worth something, but not as it was once 100 years ago. So if Mr. Trump is watching this, along with any other candidate that's legitimate like that of Ted Cruz or Senator Ted Cruz and Senator Rand Paul, I think you guys should come together and do something about this matter at hand, about this economy. Otherwise, you know what's going to happen among you guys. No offense, not to every single politician out there, but there's going to be a little bit of a... I don't know the details on what's really going on, because obviously I'm out of the loop, mostly because I have a big mouth, most people say. Or they don't say it to me directly. I mean, my leader, of course, Mr. Painkiller, Painkiller, you know him, Payne's Court, obviously. Obviously, he's well aware that him and I were both big mouths. He said I'm a big mouth, and I said hey, you trained me to be a big mouth, right? So it doesn't matter. But here's the thing, it's good to have a nice, what's it called? A big stick and a soft voice or something like that. So, right? But we have like the big stick and the big mouths to go with it. So I'm not trying to say I want to start a war or gang war with you guys, or when violence and all that stuff, whatever. Not with you, Trump, Ted Cruz, and Rand Paul, and many other legitimate, positive, related politicians, let alone economic leaders that have been talking the truth for many decades, if not at least years. I'm not talking about you guys, but your other them are really screwing us over. Now, I got my own guess what's going on. Hey, I'm working out now. Recently, as you can tell, my activities, obviously I'm all over the place, wherever I go. Not literally all over the place, but work out. Got a job for learning about cars somewhere here in New York City. We start work sometime late, obviously not the end of this month. Hopefully by the end of next month, because they have to get my uniform for my size. Of course, as you can tell, I'm a big person, so I hope they will get my size by then. I hope. If not, I have to leave the company. But after a certain while, it's just like, either you want to give up on life again, or just want to fuck it all, be the next Elliot Rodgers, be the next Jared Loftner, right? Something like that. Something of that sort. Sorry, guys. Something of that sort. I don't sound like that, right? It sounds crazy to say that here on camera, to be the next Elliot Rodgers, to be the next Jared Loftner, something like that. And I'm not the police, so looking at my channel, let alone the CIA, NSA, FBI, something like that, among many other leaders, as well as muscles, like you can say, or cells of us group, like that of me. I'm like the loose end of the group. I will admit that. I know it sounds strange to me, because sometimes talk is cheap. And what I've been seeing for the last how many years now, okay, not literally years, but last maybe year or two, back into normal. Like nothing happened. Like there was no economic crisis, there was no bailouts. Like no people, for either the people as the public forgot about this matter, and or the politicians forgot about this matter, or just don't really care and just keep making the economy worse in a subtle way. Whether you see it or not, people, whether you hear it or not, or you believe it or not, I want to say things shit will hit the fan to the point that a meteor will hit the earth and Obama's the next Sephiroth or whatever, usher in that situation. But as you saw in my picture, but what? Now we have to fucking deal with the collapse, deal with the supposed apocalypse of the economic collapse. So I'm not talking about any other crisis or whatever, like it was 8 years ago, or 7 years ago, or even 10, 12 years ago, actually, or right after 9/11, something like that, if I recall correctly. But this is something like a lot worse than the Great Depression, because as you can tell from the exponential concept, if you ever seen a graph of the picture, I'll try to edit this into an actual video, but I doubt it though. But anyway, I'll try to put up on the screen about this chart. I know it sounds like people showing the same thing over and over, but it's pretty realistic in a sense, because there's no way you can keep pumping into the system of fake stuff, of papers and digits only, and nothing to back it up. No precious metals, not even deeds or something. I don't know, something that with goods and services. So you guys really are fucking with us as people, and I'm starting to get pissed off after a while. Even if I'm not affected by it right this second, even though it's kind of strange, because if it has not been what transpired when I was in college, not a funeral of my girlfriend, whatever, my first girlfriend, but have not been just that with the girlfriend and the college and my mom not paying the W-2 for him because she's in financial ruins, whatever, supposedly back then. I know that I'm gonna give it out my personal life now, but if has not been any of this stuff or whatever transpired to from one side of 10, 12 years ago to now, I think things would just be like regular, like it would just be like economic collapse, right? And you will have your new world order already by now, literally. But me and many others. Well, I put more pieces together, as you can tell from my channel. I put one piece to this piece to that piece from all over the internet, let alone the library. Well, not all over the library, but definitely wherever you find stuff on the internet, you already know what's going on. Put it into one nice big pile, or nice big piece, I should say. Pieces into piece, one piece, and you'll see the results. Now, it's all nothing but stalemate. It's fucking ridiculous, but he who moves first loses, right? You can't shoot me, I can't shoot you. Or the truthers and patriots of it, they say before I started saying it, or before I start doing it myself, they were saying they're gonna kill you guys, or the few select of you guys, and reform government themselves, federally speaking. Now, of course, in our state and local government, so it's corrupted too, of course, obviously. I'm worried about that, but we have direct control over the voting system, stuff like that, so we can get our support within our community, whoever, and bring it to the state government or to the city government, and that'll be it, right? No big deal. But with the federal government, it's a little different, obviously. So, as you can tell, the president is not being voted by a popular vote; it's voted by electoral votes, the electoral college. Now, the popular vote has some influence over the elections, but not entirely. Like that, the government and the governor, the state government, as well as the local government. Hence, the governor, mayor, city councilman, assemblyman. Did you know that once become the next congressman for either for the 2016 elections, or no later than about the 2024 elections is about, if you really want to include that cycle with Congressman Meeks. But now you rezoned it. You rezoned the fucking district where I live now to that of an Asian woman or some form of Oriental, whatever, right? To that woman. And I'm like, so Meeks doesn't really necessarily and technically doesn't represent me. Perhaps physically speaking, like the parts that neighboring, whatever, but not like the actual district. So you really rezoned it. The actual time of the elections, the day of the elections, you showed on that paper. I wish I had a copy of that paper though. And it'll say Governor Cuomo at the top, vote for Governor Cuomo at the top, and vote for Governor Cuomo again at the bottom. Or it's either that side to this side, Governor Cuomo here, Governor Cuomo there, on that paper, same paper. One of those two is here or there. Something of that sort. You manipulated the votes. It could have been a Republican voted for, I voted for that Republican candidate. I forgot his name. I'm sorry if I got his name. I'll probably put it in the description box of who was who in the New York state government elections. Now, with that being said, I think you really keep screwing, manipulate, and after a while, people just get tired of it and just want to fucking kill you. Fuck it, right? Who cares about our sense of worth if we don't have any worth? Like Gerald Salente said, when people have nothing left to lose, they lose it. And of course, I guess you say I didn't lose it. Hey, you see me playing Xbox, obviously. You see me drinking coffee. That's good. Good coffee. Alright, no big deal, right? But prices still keep increasing. That's this coffee. And tea as well. I'm drinking coffee and tea at the same time, right? But And the printers are fucking low quality, let alone the computer. The computer I'm using right now, this webcam is still good. This webcam is alright for the last 5-6 years now. But this computer, this Dell computer I have, is so messed up with this Windows 10, let alone for the last year with the Windows 8. Like, you guys messed up Microsoft and let alone the computer industry. Hopefully, I will, hopefully there was something help, with this, help in this matter of fixing things. But you guys really got to stop doing this stuff. Just stop it all. Just stop it, because I mean, okay, the elections will still go along. What? President Obama will leave by January 2017, right? And after that, I don't know about all hell will break loose. I doubt that. Everyone will be back to normal again, as always. Same old, right? Same old. Yes. Hold on a second. I'll talk to you later on. Sorry about that. That was my relative. Wake up, people. Or wake up and smell the coffee. That's good coffee. Kill that nigga like Trigon. Kill that nigga like Trigon. That's a good song right there. Oh man. Yeah. Yes, indeed. Now with this economy right now, I found out as of last month that the gold prices are about what, 1,000 and not even 1,100 actually. So this price less than that right now. So yeah, the same old, right? And you really ruined my perception of life. Not my life altogether. Usually that's my fault, the ruin of life. But the perception of life is very different than it once was 6 years ago. Make that 7 years ago, actually. Everything was okay, to have my job, my full-time job for that clothing-related company. More into furniture, actually. But, that company really helped me out somewhat. But then, after realizing about the healthcare, not the healthcare debate, but more like the Obama election or whatever, the 2008 election, I really don't care about what's really going on as much as I used to. I try to just do this just to feel like that I have something to contribute somehow, some way to others who are watching this. So I will greatly appreciate Mr. Trump, if he's watching this still, that you should continue what you're doing or what you're saying, especially, and live up to that. Really put it into action. Otherwise, I would not be happy after a certain amount of years left from now. Decades, maybe, if you're still alive. I doubt it. By that time, when I reach my 60s and 50s, you'll be most likely be on your death. No offense, you'll be dead in a sense by then, Mr. Trump. Obama, obviously, he'll be just in his 90s at earliest, something like that. So, actually, he'll be in his 80s, actually. Excuse me. As he's around 55 years old, Mr. Obama. So, same old, right? Same old. Say my name. You acting kind of shady and call me crazy. Won't you say my name? Say my name. You acting kind of shady and call me crazy. Won't you say my name? Yeah. Woo! Happy holidays, guys. See you next week, hopefully.